Oh boy, what's this gonna do? Let me bring in my guest and talk about it. Trial attorney Kelly Hyman and retired deputy inspector for the NYPD, Corey Pegues. Kelly, let me go to you first on this one. Your thoughts on what the friend shared with the jury.
That is pretty powerful testimony, because we have to also remember the fact that her defense is that she did it, but by reason of insanity. So the fact that she wanted someone to lie, the argument can be made that she knew she was in her right mind and she knew exactly what she was doing. So that is key testimony for the prosecution.
This is bad, pants on fire. Corey Pegues, what does this tell you about whether she knew right from wrong at the time? Because we know she had the wherewithal to dispose of that little boy's body and drive across the country to do it. And then she's picked up in South Carolina. She's all over the place. The boy's body's found in Florida, and then she's texting this friend. She's asking the husband, about immunity. What do you think this says about whether she could form the proper criminal intent to be prosecuted here?
Oh, I'm not buying a reason of insanity. You look at all the pieces here, like you said, you just took the words right out of her mouth. Her movement all around the country, her putting the body, the poor child. This is a heart-wrenching story. It really grabs the emotional strings to your heart. I don't believe for one instance that she was mentally incapable. And this was, like Kelly said, devastating testimony to the jury yesterday, Friday afternoon, with the text messages. Devastating.
This is bad. And it also makes me kind of wonder if there were any negotiations ahead of time to try to resolve this one. Kelly Hyman, let me go to you on this one, please. Our courties know that we at Court TV are not privy to that. Nobody publicly is. This is kept between the district attorney's office, wherever we are, and defense counsel. But knowing that here, the victim is her ex-husband losing his child, that was awful for him to give testimony. I can't help but think that the state tried to resolve this, and perhaps she just wouldn't take it. What do you think, please?
That's all possibilities. As you said, Julie, you bring up a really good point. We are not privy to those discussions. But if they are discussions, an attorney can advise his client and tell them, I think it's a good deal, it's not a good deal. But ultimately, it would be up to the client to make that determination. But potentially, that's a possibility that there were plea deals. You plead guilty, you plead not to this fact. But we also have to remember about their defense is by reason of insanity. So, so they decided to go to trial, and we're going to have to see what the jury makes a determination on the facts and evidence of whether she was at the time insane or not.
All right, Kelly, a dissociative identity disorder is what her team said in the opening statements. We had an expert on the show, Dr. Norman Freed, who said he thinks that's going to fall apart. We'll see. We'll see if the jury decides that it is a valid defense or not when the time comes. Kelly Hyman, Corey Pegues, stay with me, please. We've got more coming up for you at home.